momentum. It's a game of momentum, lalo na ngayong second round natin dahil you left film na-scout ka na rin.
Now, what I want to see with LPU is if they're going to try to get Montaño going right away, because against San Beda, they were feeding him that basketball in the first quarter.
Yan ang nangyayari ngayon when it comes to seeing teams, Benilde exposed Mapua in the pick and roll game. So tingnan natin kung ang gagawin ng LPU, mag-screen and roll, or dadalhin ulit nila sa poste.
Meanwhile, Escamis finding Kalangan. Or Kalangan, excuse me. Kalangan knocking down that triple. Villegas. Daileg backing down. Recto comes up with a steal. That's a foul on Jonathan.
So different naman yung initiation ng LPU. They went screen the screener. Baseline
foul,
screen.
number 24, Jonathan Daileg is first on Pirates.
That was the first triple in his collegiate career. Icy Kalangan. Prior to that, he only took 1 3.
Steady na guard, not really a shot taker here when he starts his career, but he moves the needle para dito kay Coach Randy. Mas malalim yung rotation niya on the backcourt.
Villegas. Mapua starting with a zone here, and Clint in the middle. Concepcion na atake, sinabayan ni Montaño. Reyes bothered by Aviles.
And Aviles has been solid this season, rebounding and being a big body on the middle. Kahit na hindi pa nagtatranslate sa panalo, he's a solid big guy.
Hey, Coach, Montaño in the post and making things happen as he finds Aviles.
Nahanap na nila yung mix eh. Kasi they need to have a guy on the post attacking. Sinusumpukan nila nun kay Aviles. Pero si Montaño kasi may tira, kaya mag-create sa post. Saka marunong pumasa.
Escamis inside to Recto. Recto. Binomba pa. No foul called. And now we go to Aaron D for his first courtside report.
Great to be with you today, Anton and Coach Hammer. The Mapua Cardinals now hold a 4-5 record, and that's not something you would have expected heading into this season. But something even more surprising for the defending champions is that 0-18 start against the Benilde Blazers. Now as they head into this game against LPU, the Cardinals are looking for their own strong start. And according to Coach Randy Alcantara, it all begins with effort. Ika ni Coach Randy na asa kanila ang problema last game. Di na nga kami makashoot, hindi pa kami makabawi sa depensa. Ang maganda doon, all of that is in our control. Kung magpabaya kami today against LPU, hindi kami mananalo. Walang ganun-ganun na nasa baba sila ng standings and then asa second place kami. Coach Randy also praised Coach Gilbert Malabanan, saying that a team mentored by him will always prove to be a challenge. That's all from courtside. Back to you, Anton and Coach Hammer.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Coach, to what do you attribute that lethargic start by Mapua against Benilde?
It's not lethargic per se. It's the way Benilde started. Hindi naman about the start of Mapua yan. Siguro effort lang. Dahil na-shoot din yung mga tira ng Benilde. Tsaka tatandaan natin as we see this replay by kay Desla, the poke ni Concepcion. Tinireview natin mga referees. But going back to that game, Tony Inot knocked down 3 3-pointers in that sequence. Allen Liwag scored the first 7 points. So you can attribute it to the execution of the Benilde Blazers kasi nandoon yung depensa ng Mapua, nakukuha nila yung bola, pero mas madiin lang talaga. And it's something of a payback for the Benilde Blazers. Yun yung tingin ko, yung 18-0. Ang kailangan nila makita is yung fourth quarter. It's not the first quarter how they started because they got momentum in the third quarter when they were able to provide stops.
That was a game where Mapua, in any point of the 4 quarters, did not have a taste of the lead. So Benilde lording over the Cardinals in that finals rematch. 3-2 ang ating talaan. Mapua up by 1. Escamis defending Villegas. Something that he has taken responsibility for, defending the opposing team's best scorer, Kalangan, with the rebound. Recto spins. Recto throws it out to Clint. Clint binigay dito kay Concepcion, and Concepcion will head to the line for 2.
And good presence of mind by Clint Escamis
Blocking
to
foul, number 13,
look for
Ryan
that
Montaño
guy
is
cutting on the
first.
baseline.
2 on the Pirates. 2 free throws for Young Concepcion.
Contact body to body.
So Yam Concepcion, first basket from the free throw line is good. A 64% free throw shooter for the season. Concepcion has become one of Coach Randy Alcantara's most trusted wards, as he has only come off the bench one time. Clint with the deflection, mananatili ang bola dito sa LPU.
22 seconds on the shot clock.
And another deflection, that time by Kalangan.
Shot clock still at 22 seconds.
At ito yung sinasabi mo, Coach, na madiin talaga
Madiin
dumipensa
talaga sila
itong Mapua.
dumipensa. Ayan yung bread and butter ng team nila because their coach is also a defensive player, so it reflects eh.
Montaño, Daileg. Daileg finishing with the lefty lane.
Right there, no help side on the baseline. On the rip move, and Daileg using the offhand to finish on top of defenders.
Reyes, Concepcion stepping back, thought about the three, binigay muna kay Escamis. Escamis kontra Moralejo. Escamis, Kalangan. And Recto stepping on the sideline.
Yung pag-open drop ni JC Recto, ayan, off the reversal, but this was a move.
Daileg with that length and athleticism. Moralejo playing in his final season for the Pirates. Villegas. Villegas. Ooh. Dangerous drive. Renz Villegas, he put on a show on opening day at the Araneta Coliseum, scoring a game-high 23 points.
Guys like him, you don't want him turning the corner, either right or left, kasi sobrang, pag na-dip yung balika tapos naka-downhill na, pababa, ang hirap pigilan. Mafa-foul talaga yung kakampi mong big guy eh. Kasi maliksi na, mabilis, tas ang tigas man ng katawan.
Renz Villegas, this season, second on the team in scoring behind Ato Barba, averaging 14.9 points per outing. And that 23-point performance on opening day was a season high for Villegas. Kalangan. Concepcion. Escamis gets it back from Concepcion. Reyes. Oh, that pass was so unsure. Villegas, no doubt on that finish.
Told you, Sonic, ang bilis tumakbo. Ang bilis tumakbo. Kala ko turnover na tong pasa, but sure hands on the catch. And contact balance, underrated para sa mga guards, importante. Yung when you get hit, you can still finish shots. Dati ang term nila is upper body strength. Ngayon, it's overall balance kasi buong katawan yung binabangga sa'yo. So you have to finish that under duress.
And just to make that catch with two defenders on his tail, very impressive. Great concentration by Renz Villegas. LPU with a 4-point lead with 6 minutes and 37 seconds to go in the first. For Mapua to be able to defend their championship this season, they're going to need Cyrus Cuenco to be the player that he was in season 100. That partner in crime of Clint Escamis, that assassin in the fourth quarter. Prior to this game, he was scoring in single digits, so he refocused a little bit.
You have to be a little bit more demonstrative dahil point of attack nga si Sai Cuenco, and we know that he is a very good defender, two-way player, and given the looks that he got against Benilde, okay naman, pero yung fourth quarter lang talaga nila, and Sai will always be an assassin. One of the guys that's not afraid to take and make big shots for Mapua.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if he goes 0 for 11,
Yeah,
0 for 12, this guy will let it fly. Recto. Reyes. Good patience by Reyes. Yun lang. Di na finish, pero he will head to the 9 for 2.
And for a very young big guy to be that patient underneath the basket. Dahil ganun din talaga yung laro niya. And how about this pass? By Recto.
So Basti Reyes sinks the first free throw. High arcing shot.
And throughout the season, he lost weight.
Yeah.
He lost weight. He lost a lot of weight.
It's very evident now.
It looks like, hindi ko alam kung nagkasakit. Laki nang binawas ng timbang niya. And it's better for his game, ha? Don't get me wrong, mas maliksi siya ngayon. And he can defend on this, yung mga switch na ganyan.
But for Reyes to start, that says a lot about how much moving parts Mapua has here in season 101. He was the fourth center behind Igliane, De Los Reyes, and Gulapa. And starting today.
Might be a better matchup for the more mobile guys ng LPU. Kasi LPU would be running and gunning. So, I expect natin that Concepcion, Sapasap, and Recto will be playing 3 and 4 na ipoposte. Of course, Cuenco, Clint, and Sai Gonzalez would be rotating on that guard area. So yung bigs nila, baka mas gumamit ng mas maliliit na big si Coach Randy just to match up with the speed. Kasi yung Versosa, wing size din, 6'2" pero big yung nilalaro. Oh, a lot of fouls for Concepcion this quarter.
Holding foul, number 34, Gab Concepcion, his second. 3 on the Cardinals. 18 seconds on the shot clock.
Still a 3-point lead for the LPU Pirates. And now Andre Igliane comes in for Concepcion. So now you've got Basti Reyes and Andre Igliane on the floor at the same time.
I want to see this matchup, Reyes and Montaño. Kasi yung Reyes mahaba na kayang gumalaw.
Oh, wow.
Good play.
Aviles. Going backdoor on Igliane, who is cold off the bench. Aviles, I remember him scoring the first basket of the season. Kalangan mula sa kanto. Reyes. Reyes is active today.
Yep.
That is a guy who looks determined to make the most out of the opportunity given.
This was the baseline inbound play attacking the just inserted Andre Igliane.
2 free throws for Roy Reyes.
Coach, this is the second time I noticed that the pep squads from both teams are starting the game not banging the drums.
Baka may meeting yung Mancom. Last time was Beda Perpetual.
Yes.
Yes. And last year, it was Letran San Beda. Hindi sila nag-round. May meeting yung Mancom, definitely. For further plans. Alam mo, gusto yan ng mga coaches, yung mga good transition attack. Goodness.
The best in the league at that.
Yeah. #1 scoring team. #1 attacking team when it comes to transition. Feeling ko is dalawa lang yung nakasulat kay Coach Gilbert sa mga coaching board niya. Run and effort. Hindi mo matatalo sa effort tong team na to.
Yo! Did you see that takeoff? You were just saying run and effort.
Yun lang yung gagawin sa'yo ng LPU. And if you didn't drink your vitamins, if you didn't have enough sleep the night before, you'd be in for a long game.
And again, Mapua falling behind in the first period. At eto na naman, a familiar sight. Montaño in the post. Oh! Basic! Basic! Up and under.
Yun yung nawala sa execution nila to start of the season. Hindi nila gaano pinupuntahan si Montaño. That's why he's iffy din. And then when he was getting a little bit more touches, ang laking bagay para sa kanila.
Reyes blocked. And that's a good stop by Montaño.
Kasi if you look at Gael Montaño, he is pack strength. Hindi siya malapad, pero sturdy pag binibigyan siya sa mga post-ups. And he has been a matchup nightmare for a lot of teams who don't have that 3-4 guy na matangkad, na maliksi. Kasi i-match up mo, big man eh.
Montaño trying from the outside sa pagkakataon na yon.
And again, effort plays for Benilde, for LPU rather. Grabe yung take-off grab. Shake, step through, no help side defense, everybody ball watching.
And during our post-game interview with Coach Gilbert Malabanan, sinabi na sa amin ni Bo Belga na yun talaga yung inaabangan niya, na bumalik yung dating Gael Montaño because he hasn't been himself.
Buti naman pinuntahan mo na. Yun yung kailangan. Kailangan mo rin talaga ng touches and you need to have looks fabricated by the offense for you.
Dileg drains it from the corner, and again, Mapua digging themselves into a hole. Another slow start for the defending champions. Lazarte. Escamis for three. Escamis grabs his own miss. Escamis. Clint Escamis with a pretty finish. And LPU calls a timeout. Josh Moralejo, yan yung sinasabi ko kanina na linayup niya na hindi na siya nakatingin sa basket, na ipasok pa. And this was that, oh my God, OMG moment by Josh Moralejo.
I'll give you a few stats, Antonio. Opening day last year, LPU was beaten black and blue by San Beda. Only guy who played really well and was not afraid was this guy. He was the third point guard na pinasok. Season 98. Spot minutes, competing, Moralejo, thumbs up. So he has that confidence going up against that team. And then when he broke out, he didn't care. He didn't respect anybody that was in front of him, and he plays hard. So yun yung importante. It was just a matter of time for their team because they play really hard.
Speaking of playing hard, Ato Barba going hard to begin this contest.
I'm so happy to see him playing really well. Even in the losses, he's been playing well.
Yeah, he quietly moved up the rankings in scoring. And
there you go.
Cuenco, will that be the spark that starts a fire?
Good actions there, and
Cuenco denying Barba. 10 on the shot clock, Versosa. Versosa, pinasa dito kay Villegas. Villegas for three, short. And Escamis has the ball. Escamis. Igliane, back to Clint. Clint on the move. Cuenco. Cuenco off the glass. And Villegas picks up the loose ball. Villegas!
Pretty move with that ball fake. Just reaching back. So ano ba sino na yung gumagawa nun sa generation na ito? Kasi sa atin Jason Kidd tsaka Rajon Rondo eh. So for this generation, ball fake sa likod. In transition. Jamal Crawford sa atin, di ba? So yeah, it was a pretty finish.
The finish by Barba, the triple by Cuenco, and then Villegas doing the rondo.
Yan.
To answer your question, I don't know.
Yun nga din eh. Kasi hindi na uso yung ma-attack sa transition. Pull-up 3 na ngayon eh. So how about this number, Ton? 5-1 when it comes to turnovers. That's a lot for Mapua. Make that... Ala ko, magiging 6 pa.
Cyrus Nitura, instant offense.
I could only imagine the transition for Cyrus na ngayon, kailangan niya maglaro off-ball and out of position as a power forward. Diba? Kasi he is a natural 1-2 eh. Combo guard to eh. When he was in Perpetual, he was more of a point of attack. Siya yung nagdadala ng bola. But with this team, mahaba yung pila eh. So he's just plugging in and playing his role.
Nitura missing on the bonus. Barba. Pirates ahead by double digits. Versosa. Origue pops out. Versosa. Rebound, Cyrus Nitura. Lazarte, wild shot, wild finish.
Just knifing that defense on that downhill drive. Attacking the miscommunication. Secondary break.
Origue pulls up from way out. Origue drains the triple. His third triple of the season.
Fake handoff to a 3-point shot. Masyadong malayo yung defender.
Nitura susubok mula sa labas. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Nitura defending Barba. Barba taking as much time off of the clock as he can. Ato almost falling down and he draws a foul.
Mahirap atakihin ang depensa ng Mapua. Talagang kailangan buo yung loob mo. Kasi ang nakakarga sila eh. Outside shoulder to your inside shoulder yung sundot nila. So, pag hindi nila nakuha yung bola, nai-impede nila yung movement mo eh. So, pag medyo malambot ka magdala ng bola, mabibitawan mo yan eh. Pero kasi madiin din to si Barba. Kaya kita mo pagka to make off ka, tapos nandun yung kamay. It's either mafa-foul sila o ma-out of balance. Kaya lang yung pwede mangyari. Kaya reminder ng coaches is you attack strong, and be strong with the ball.
Mapua still has time for the last shot here in the first period as Barba sinks the free throw. Cuenco still on the floor. Nitura, binalik muna dito kay Lazarte. Cyrus, inside pass, EJ sa pass up. And that looks like it's going to be goaltending.
Yep.
Coach Gilbert checking if it was a goaltend or not with this player.
Goaltend yun. Kasi tinamaan yung net and gumalaw yung court. Even if nasa ano yan eh. Kahit hindi na pababa yung bola, basta tinamaan mo yung net, tapos gumalaw yung basket, it would be considered a goaltend. Kahit walang pag-asang mahulog yung bola.
So he fought for it. He pushed for it. Coach Gilbert malabanan. Let's investigate.
Tapos sumabit kasi yung kamay sa net. Ayan. Goaltend talaga. Kasi sumabit sa net, gumalaw yung ringit, pati yung board. Tatawagan talaga ng goaltend.
That's why Coach Gilbert asked Origue kung goaltend ba talaga o hindi.
Sumabit yung hinlalaki. Sumabit yung hinlalaki.
So no surprise there. Basket counts for Mapua.
So that was a consistent call. Kasi kahit na mga bata, pagka hinawakan mo yung net, tatawagan talaga yan ng goaltending. So good job by our officials.
At the end of the first period, the LPU Pirates lead the Mapua Cardinals 28-21. After that opening day escape, where Mapua won in double overtime, 90-89. Anton Ross together with Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio, and we have Aaron D with us at court side. That's a foul on Cyrus Cuenco. Peñafiel sinks the first free throw. Simon Peñafiel.
Interesting stat here, Anton. All of the 5 turnovers by Mapua was converted into points. 10-0 points of turnovers after the first quarter. And despite of that, they're just leading by 7 points. It goes to show that Mapua is right there. They might be having trouble executing the past few first quarters. Not only Benilde and this game, even their 2 prior games, ganun yung nangyayari. So we'll see. We'll see if they can figure it out and they can sustain it.
There have been a lot of games wherein Mapua was down big and then they just came back. But then also fell short.
Yeah, effort team din kasi yung Mapua. Ang hirap din yun ng habol ka ng habol. Kakapusin ka rin eh.
So they just really have to find a way to avoid these lethargic starts. Barba from the logo. Gonzalez. Lazarte finishing with the left hand.
A good score there and good look up by Sai Gonzalez off that forward pass.
They go to the post. Origue. Binigay dito kay Versosa. Palingayan is now in. Origue susubok muli. Versosa, offensive rebound. JM Versosa, short on the reverse. Origue, strong on the reverse. And Versosa steps on the baseline, and we throw it over right now to Aaron D.
Despite being the last place team in Group A, despite going up against the #1 team in Group B, the LPU Pirates pulled off one of the biggest upsets in this NCAA season by taking down the San Beda Red Lions. Now with that game done and over with, they set their sights on a new goal, and that's to prove that that win was no fluke. Mahirap manalo pero mas mahirap to do it consistently, according to Coach Gilbert Malabanan. Dagdag din niya that we're going to test that consistency today. This is the last phase. Every game is important and kailangan na namin ibigay lahat. Alam namin the standings don't favor us, but we don't look at that. This is a big challenge para sa LPU Pirates, but this is an even bigger opportunity for them to get on a winning streak. Back to you, gentlemen.
That's exactly what LPU needs. Thank you, Aaron, for that report. LPU riding off the momentum of that big San Beda win. And see where they end up. Gonzalez creating space. Pirates are running. Peñafiel, touchdown. Peñafiel taking it all the way to the end zone, and LPU is back up by double digits. We're heading towards the weekend, and the ladies are out here early at the Phil Oil Center in San Juan. Yeah, those pimple patches are a trend as well. You know, the stars, the shiny stars.
Your generation. Tayong dalawa yung line of demarcation ng generation. Same age but different. Ako yung lower limit ng mas matatanda. Ikaw yung upper limit ng bagong generation. Buwan lang yung pagitan natin, pre, ha?
Wait, speaking of trends, yung fan na yan, everybody seems to have that in their pockets. The small portable fans. It's a flex the bigger your fan is.
Dati pay-pay lang yun.
Recto, faking the pass. Recto. Binomba na naman. And LPU gets another stop. Paligayan. Barba. Barba against Nitura. Versosa can go for the reverse. Malakas.
Daming mga point-blank shots na nakukuha ni Versosa due to his activity. And you gotta give credit to him. He started off as an offensive rebounder, but now he's getting a lot more involved in their offense.
Almost a steal for Montaño. No, sorry miss by JM Versosa. Getting some encouragement from Coach Gilbert Malabanan. Clint Escamis is back and entering the game for the first time, the 6'8" Drex de los Reyes. With a clear height and size advantage against these Pirates.
Bigyan mo na ito na isang off-season sa weight room. Kailangan pag ganyan size mo, wala talagang babantay sa'yo. Mismatch. As nimble on his feet eh. Just need to lock him up in the weight room. Silang dalawa ni Joe. But problema yan ng mga ibang team, sabi ko sa'yo.
Drex. Had to take the ball out para hindi siya 3 seconds. Drex. Tatayo na nga. Too much time in that shaded area. Called for traveling.
Mahirap din iusog si Aviles dahil naka-anchor siya. And he's heavy too. Tsaka naka-anchor eh. Naka-stay low, nandun sa hip. Matututunan pa yan ni Drex. And hopefully he unlocks that part of his game. I'm telling you, man. Every time we cover him, I'm telling you that.
Montaño, air ball.
So look at this zone press half court. Just to delay, 2-2-1 zone press. And then dropping into a... Yan natin kung zone sila dito pagbaba. Ayan, naka-zone na nga.
Gonzalez. Escamis gets it to De Los Reyes. Concepcion. Concepcion. Gonzalez. Recto. Interception by Villegas. Josh Moralejo with the finish. Pumusing pa sa ere.
Ganda rin ng pasa ni Renz Villegas. And off the steal, look at the pass ahead. Eh, tinuturo sa mga figure 8 drill. Pass ahead so that you would hit the finisher in stride. And that was the 9th turnover by Mapua. That was converted into a basket by LPU. Despite missing the free throw, that was a good take for Josh Moralejo.
So now that total is up to 14. Yung points off turnovers that you mentioned, JC Recto. Humupo sa ere, finishing with the left hand.
You know, it's JC Recto and a John T. Miller with the highest degree of difficulties na mga finish inside the shaded area. Yung mga binabali pa, taking contact. Siguro Tony Inot, when he's healthy, the past game, we saw it, na yung mga isinasaw-saw pa, ibinabali, tumitake ng contact. Yan, athletic ka rin kasi to finish those shots.
First field goal of the game for JC. And he completes the three-point play. pass intercepted by Recto. Rex. Now the drums are banging. Moralejo. Hand off to Villegas. Montaño. Cross-court pass. Daileg. Aviles from the elbow. And Montaño snatches it away from JC Recto. Moralejo. Villegas. Short. Oh! Oh no. A collision between Daileg and Recto.
Nice, okay.
Here is your review on the last
Both of them were going for a rebound. Di naman humampas ng solid si JC.
in front of your respective benches.
He was able to gather himself. It's more of the shock nung contact. Tingnan mo. Kasi iba yan pagka bumagsak ka ng solid from the apex of your jump. And he would just shake this one off. Pero delikado yan, ha? Pero both of them were going for the rebound. Ayan, nalandingan lang niya. Buti na lang naland yung right leg. So definitely he's doing a single leg RDLs. Doing a lot of footwork to be able to withstand that landing. Kasi crash din eh. Magre-rebound din si Daileg. So patalon si Daileg na naunahan tumalon ni Recto, natamaan yung katawan. So we'll see if this would be an unsportsmanlike foul, but it looks like it's just a regular foul. Oh, it's an unsportsmanlike foul.
The point of view foul was graded to a sportsmanlike foul on number 24, Jonathan Daileg. His third personal to on the Pirates. Omar Gordon coming in for the Pirates.
We're just glad JC Recto is okay because it just looking at it, it's a scary sight. Recto able to get that ball to trickle in.
So it's excessive hard contact, Anton. Dahil, I was asking our officials here eh, yung crashing for an offensive rebound and then a defensive player just jumps. Yung excessive hard contact. Ang point of contention naman ng mga coaches is, they will ask, paano mo pipigilan yung momentum mo if you're trying to sprint for the ball and just jumping?
Days of ball possession.
Pero that was a good call.
14 seconds on the shot.
Play resumes. Escamis on the drive. De Los Reyes didn't seem to bother catching it. Concepcion. Escamis to Recto, blocked by Aviles. Concepcion with a putback. Here come the Cardinals. From a 13-point lead, it is now down to 6. Let's take a look at some of the ladies here inside the Phil Oil Center in San Juan, enjoying the action between Mapua and LPU. Later on, we have another exciting ball game between the Benil Blazers and the San Beda Red Lions following this one. So it's the opening day matchups happening again. Second time this season that Mapua and LPU are facing off against each other.
Parang Angry Birds, no?
Those are the type of things that you purchase at a theme park.
Yeah.
Aviles. Montaño. Moranejo back to Montaño. Montaño for three. Separation.
That's what you need. You don't need to hesitate shooting from three. Blanco yung unang mga attempts niya. I think he had 4 attempts prior to that game.
JC Recto finishing on the spin move. Omar Gordon is in for the first time. Villegas. Escamis almost getting a steal off of Villegas, and he forces the turnover.
You gotta tip your hat off then to Clint Escamis. A lot of people are being Debbie Downers with this offense, but you have to watch him from both lenses. Even on defense, as you see that guy yung effort ni Clint to defend, di mo mako-question eh. So he might have bad shooting games, he might have the yips, pero it depends on niya consistent the whole season.
Meanwhile, Concepcion cuts to the basket for an easy 2. 5 na lang to. Montaño contra Concepcion. Montaño to Gordon. Escamis with the steal. Escamis to Concepcion. Gonzalez.
Now this is the Mapua that we know. 1 attempt per possession lang yung kalaban nila, and they force fast breaks, turnovers, and they want to put pressure on you on defense.
Cyril Gonzalez finishing at the rim.
Aga ng mga juniors players, ah.
2 free throws for Team Versus.
Yan na yung drip ngayon, no? Yung mga drip, oh. Baggy pants, gray sweaters.
It's like we're back in the late 90s or
Yeah,
the
man.
2000s. But unfortunately for us,
I know, too much cloth for your old man. Too much cloth for Coach Hammer. I must stick with my 2XL shirts that fit me properly. But it's the generation. We went through it too.
That's what we grew up with.
Yeah.
Escamis to Recto. Recto down low. And Versosa rises up. But before that, a whistle was blown. It's so loud that we can't even hear the whistle sometimes.
So kanina pa napupuntahan din ng Mapua with their offensive sets against this zone. Yung elbow and free throw line area kay JC Recto, and then nakakapasa sila sa interior. Ngayon kailangan lang nila makakonvert. Nakakuha si Basti Reyes kanina ng free throws. Si Sapasap naman ngayon. So meron silang zone buster na baon.
Sapasap had a 16-point NCAA debut on opening day against these same Pirates. Big reason why Mapua was able to escape with that double overtime victory. Barba. Oh! And the pressure of Sapasap making that pass difficult for Barba.
That's Mapua for you. They won't let you give out easy entry passes, easy forward passes. They would always be on your grill defending.
Gonzalez. Pass deflected by Moranejo. Moranejo just 2 points so far in this game. Recto.
2 minutes.
Concepcion. Gonzalez with a crossover. Gonzalez. Concepcion with a putback.
So crashing the boards was young Concepcion. Really making a good account of himself. Right now he has 8 points.
Versosa, 7 on the shot clock. Montaño. Recto gets it to Escamis. Mapua with a chance to take the lead. Escamis to Gonzalez. Gonzalez. Sapasap, offensive rebound. Sapasap.
Has a travel. Toe drag. Could have been a good play on a different sport with that toe drag, but how about this move?
And Concepcion scavenging for that offensive rebound.
Yeah, going back to that point earlier, Anton, mas maliit yung lineup ngayon na ginagamit ng Mapua. Because LPU has a smaller lineup, but really pesky. So ngayon, balikan natin yung Sapasap, Recto, tsaka Concepcion, magagamit nila ng mas magkakasabay. Dahil sumuso ng LPU, they need offensive rebounders. Tapos, pagbaba nila sa depensa, kailangan nila ng mas matibay dumipensa ng on-ball.
2 free throws, Ato Barba.
Barba, 1 for 2 today, 1 for 3 now after that miss. 59.6 seconds remaining here in the second period. Barba. Good on the second, back to a 2-point ball game. Small ball lineup for the Cardinals. No center on the floor. And you can say the same for the LPU Pirates.
Yep.
Sapasa posting up Barba. Concepcion! He has put Mapua on his back in this period.
Pagka tinignan mo yung Mapua, especially si Concepcion, he moves like a 3. But he is more of a 4 and 5 when he plays. Offensive rebounder, mobile, can dribble handoff. And ang haba kasi niya so he plays bigger than his listed size.
And Concepcion gives Mapua their first lead since 3-0 in the first quarter.
So 11 points for Concepcion.
Or rather, he just tied the game. It's 40-all right now. All right, so they adjusted the score. Mapua, yes, they did take the lead off of that Concepcion free throw.
Earl Sapasa penalty. Second foul on Earl Sapasa. 2 free throws for Renz Villegas.
Concepcion was Mapua's biggest X factor during their championship run.
Because you're going to be busy with Hobilia, you are busy with Mangobat, Escamis, and Cuenco, tas Recto. Tapos biglang pag sinab mo yung Concepcion, walang gagawin kundi gumawa ng extra possession. Pero ang pinakamabigat doon X factor, yung 3 3 points. Isa kay Concepcion, 2 kay Igliani in the finals. Backbreakers.
Yeah, that Igliani one.
We did that game, bro. We did that fake handoff to 3 points.
That came from out of nowhere.
Over Gordon coming in 45 minutes.
Tsaka, 8 lang yung made 3-pointers ni Andre the whole season.
2 finals game 2.
Cuenco. Nitura for 3. In and out. Versosa with a board. Peñafiel. Nabasa. Pero hindi na secure. And that will do it for the first half. The LPU Pirates able to reclaim the lead after Mapua surged ahead with a 3-point play on or by Yam Concepcion. 42 for LPU, 40